Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 5 of Stellaris with the as yet unreleased MegaCorp DLC and the Guin patch 2.2. This DLC actually releases on Thursday, which I believe is the 6th of December, so bear in mind I am playing an early version and any bugs or issues with this build will hopefully and probably be fixed by release. In the last video we were trying to work out whether our previous trade value bug was still in existence, where I was building outposts in systems that showed they had trade available, and after the outpost was completed the trade value just disappeared. So there were at least 2 systems where there was some trade value that just disappeared when I created the outpost. However, in this system that wasn't the case. The trade value here remained even when I built the outpost. Now, the one thing they have in common is that all of these systems with trade value actually had colonizable planets, or just straight up planets within them. The 2 systems that I built outposts in where the trade value disappeared didn't have any planets. So what we're going to do is check 2 things. First of all, can we collect trade from this place here? There is a planet, so it is still fitting in with the the pattern so far, and my construction ship is building an outpost over here where there isn't a planet, so we'll see if that trade value then disappears. So let's see how that works out. So this is almost completed. That'll be a trade hub soon. That's increased our research speed by 5%. Let's go ahead and get some improved deflectors for our ships, because we haven't really upgraded the ships at all at this point. So we are almost done when it comes to that trade hub.
Boom.
There we go. So now we have a trade hub. So instantly that trade has turned green. We are now collecting this trade. If we look at this trade hub, we can see that it is feeding into the capital. And our trade here should have gone up. So you are feeding in 3. It's going through Beta Corvi, where we don't actually have the possibility of piracy there, but not enough to concern us. So you are actually sending the trade value through. That is what we wanted and what we expected. So this one is the one that's going to show us if this bug works. Mineral from miners plus 10%. Excellent. Civilian fabricators. What does this give us? Artisan jobs. Artisans turn minerals into consumer goods. Planet build speed. Production targets. Metal purification plants. Minerals from miners plus 15%. 1 miner's job. Yes, let's go ahead and do that. So our construction ship is just about to finish this outpost over here.
Complete.
Okay, so it looks like if that was a bit bug, it is now fixed, because that trade value still exists. So what we should be able to do now is, if we go into this starbase here and I build one of the modules that gives us the +1 collection range, that should then be able to collect this trade power. So that's what we're going to try and find out here. See if that actually works. In the meantime, we're going to take the construction ship and we're going to go and build the mining stations over here, because we might as well grab those alloys and we might as well grab those energy credits.
Prospect analyzed.
What have we got here? We've got some
Anomaly found.
building slots. We
Can
can
we monetize this?
research that one because it's easy. Let's just have a look at this one. So we need to give some more jobs here. We're doing quite well on most things, actually. Could we build something that gives us alloys? Amenities are okay. Extra food, I mean, it could be useful, but we don't really need it. Entertainers turn consumer goods into unity and amenities. Don't really need enforcers. Clerks produce trade value. Stronghold gives us defensive army and increases naval capacity. Do we need any of these? Metallurgists turn minerals into alloys. Let's go ahead and build one of those. I think that's a useful thing to have. A science ship has finished doing its thing. Let's keep surveying our way to a neighbour.
Boom. We built something.
Built something there. Not 100% sure what it was. Can't remember. Did the trade value there just go down? I feel that that was possibly higher previously. That's a possibility. We'll keep our eye on it. Gain some engineering research there. That is fine. So what am I doing? I'm building that thing that increases our collection range. It's almost finished. 97, 98, 99, 100. And there we go. Now we're collecting trade from here. That's how it's supposed to work. So if we look at our trade routes now, we should see that we have... Get off. We've got 5 trade. We've got the 2 trade from here. We've got the 3 trade from here. And that's all going through and getting to our capital. That is exactly how that should be working. So it is working, and I don't know what was going on.
Analyzed.
Something really, really weird. So we're building there. We're going to go and... We might as well do the usual thing of going around to all of the systems we own and hooking up all of the buildings that will give us extra stuff. There isn't a huge deal of extra trade we could get.
I found something.
That's routine. We can research that. Now, we could go over here and build this. We could get the trade from that one. So that's probably worthwhile checking out when our construction ship isn't busy. Now, Mias is too far away for us to collect the trade from unless we upgrade this one again, because this one is currently... I can just click straight on the shipyard there. Prayer station. You have a +2 range. Okay, we have some hostiles. And that is our... Right, we've got gamma aliens. That's fine. I'm actually surprised I haven't run into any hostile aliens before now. They have a power of, what was it, 1,700. Our fleet size is terribly pathetic, I think, in comparison. Yeah, we're only 581. So we'll give those guys a bit of a wide berth. That is fine. But as I was saying before, yes, if I actually go and upgrade this station again to give it a +3 collection range, it'll be able to collect from here as well. So we will work on that. So that's our construction ship done. Let me get you over here then and attempt to build a starbase, or an outpost here and here. And we'll see if this works for us. Probably should keep building up my ships. We are making a decent amount of alloys now. But I do want to try and get both of those built. Prayer Station... I can't actually get another module there yet. And I don't really want to upgrade it. So we'll grab this one, and that one will probably stay as it is for a while. So let's go up to this one. Hopefully there's not going to be nasties here and we're not going to get completely blocked in. Although there is another way we could go around. We're actually in a position where there's lots of ways into our territory here. So we're certainly not stuck in a corner. Which can happen. Some trade value up here. I wonder what it is that actually causes something to have trade. Because the trade here is on this planet. But again, if we click on the planet, it doesn't actually tell us anything about it. There's nothing here that tells us why it would possibly have trade. What about one of the ones in a system that we already have? Let's see if it shows you. So we know there's a planet here that has trade, which is this planet. So if we click on it, yeah, again, it still doesn't give us any information about what is giving it trade power. I also saw those hostiles, or what I thought was some hostiles on the move. It might have just been our own fleet. It says that's 1k, but it was 1.7. I've not got a problem with rounding, but rounding 7 down to 0, I think is a little bit misleading. Go in there with a 1-point-something k fleet, and you're probably going to get destroyed. So that's not ideal. So just let some of the colonies build up. So we've got a few colonies going. How are you still a colony? Can't upgrade this yet because you need 10 population. We've got 7 jobs, only 6 pop. That is fine. We'll get another pop over here. It would be nice if we could clear some of these tile blockers. We've got quicksand and sinkholes. I have seen the tech for those pop up actually, so we should probably look at getting rid of those. There is some trade value here. We could go ahead and get another city district. I don't think we need to worry about that just now, because we're not at our pop cap. You do turn trade value into amenities, though, so I am going to get one on the build ready. Scientists developing new skills, that is fine. Construction ship is now on the build, and we'll collect from that automatically, because you have the range of 2, providing, of course, the trade power doesn't just disappear. That's a science ship finished again. Nice little system, that. 3 minerals, 2 physics, 3 society, and 4 trade power. Unfortunately, very far away from us. Let's keep going out and see if we can find some neighbours. Maybe I'll bring them back a little bit and start moving out towards the edge of the galaxy rather than just moving around the supermassive black hole in the middle. We might find somebody out here. I'm really surprised that I haven't bumped into a neighbour already. Normally find one relatively close, at least in one direction.
Complete.
So there we go, that was complete, and we've now gained the trade value from it, so that is indeed working the way it should be. Maybe they have fixed it.
Anomaly detected.
Might as well get the mining station while we're here. Of course, we could just upgrade this outpost and then put a +1 collector in it, which would let us grab from here, but that seems a bit of a waste upgrading that outpost when we could just build another one here. But then we'd have to upgrade this outpost to put another +1 range to it. So either way, we're kind of screwed. Decent yields in the capital. Certainly something that I'm appreciative of. Still running on fast speed. Still waiting for a neighbour.
Analyzed.
That was quick. That must have been like one of the most boring systems there ever was. Let's bring you back down this way then, and we're going to start moving down in this direction.
Something.
Yep, there's... Do I want to grab this? Not really. Let's go and grab that engineering research, and we can... Actually, well, while you're here, you might as well grab the... physics research. We do need to come back and survey some of these anomalies as well. Some of them are quite hard, though. We do have a level 5 science ship, so we should probably come back and try this level 6 one at least. There's a level 6 one over here. Which science ship are you? You're the one that's all the way out on the fringe. Of course you are. But it's probably not a bad idea to come back and research these anomalies, because these sort of anomalies normally give you extra yields on those systems. So they are definitely worth researching. We've detected what appears to be a naturally occurring subspace phenomenon on the edge of the Nithoscal system. A rift in the fabric of space-time has formed here, creating a wormhole. Excellent. So we found a wormhole over here. We don't know where that leads yet. There's a tundra world there. Excellent. Yeah, I think I will bring that guy back, because the other problem with scientists... that's fine. Another problem with scientists is that, of course, they do get old. So this guy's already 62. And we don't want him to die off before we can make use of his high skill level. So we'll bring him back probably and grab these higher level anomalies. We're only making +4 food, which isn't great.
We built something.
That's construction ship doing the physics research. So go over here and grab the engineering research. How is our capital doing in terms of pop now? Still only 36 pop to 42 jobs. But we're still growing. Amenities are currently at 0. Be better if that was a bit higher. Make digital reproductions of the monoliths widely available in our empire. You see, when you get these decisions that basically... So we found a planet that is uninhabited and uninhabitable, but not unvisited. Its surface is littered with tall cenotaphs carved from some mineral not native to the planet, evidently placed here by some artistically inclined spacefaring race. The monolith's flowing lines deftly chart the history so fantastical it must surely be fictional. So we've got two options. One is to take an instant 350 engineering research. Nice. And the other one is to make digital reproductions of the monoliths widely available in our empire. But it doesn't actually tell you what that does. So most people would probably just go for this one, because it's like, well, this doesn't give me anything, and this is a straight up benefit. But these are the ones that usually lead to something else. They call themselves the Alien Friendship Organization. These guys are unhappy. The annotated reproductions of the monolithic imagery found on Beer 3 Alpha prove immensely popular with our regime. Many citizens state that the fantastical annals have completely changed how they feel about aliens. So this is why we've got this faction that's appeared now. So they don't really approve of us. Indirect xenology and no purges. Failing to outlaw the wholesale purging of species will greatly displease the alien friendship. Well, we can do that, actually. I don't mind changing that. That is going to be under our policies. First contact is peaceful. Resettlement prohibited. Native enlightenment. Native interference unrestricted. Where are we? Refugees. Purge. Displacement only. We will prohibit purges. And that will make them... There, they're instantly up to 45%. What was the other thing that they disliked? Indirect xenology. Legislating a passive study stance on native interference. Do you know what? I never bother with the natives anyway, so we can easily go into that. Native interference. Passive study is fine. And that puts them up to 60. So, you know, they all approve of us. Research complete. That was beer. Let's go and survey. So, which of these do we want to take now? Unlocks diplomacy form federation. Could be useful. Or empire trade value increased by 10%. Federation's a little bit useless at the moment, considering we haven't actually met anybody to join a federation with. And you normally need to get your reputation up a little bit higher before anyone will agree to join anyway. So let's start off by getting that extra 10% trade value and make use of that in the meantime. And we can also grab some more trade stuff as we go. So we're actually doing quite well in terms of resources. Even our alloy output is really good here. I think that means it's time to go ahead and build ourselves a couple more corvettes here. Certainly get up to a decent number. Do we need to do any upgrading of our fleet? Or are we fully upgraded? Nope, we are fully upgraded. So you have researched that. There's some trade value there as well. Yeah, I want to start researching some of this stuff, particularly the stuff that's already in my borders. So come back and research that anomaly. Construction ship has finished that. Is there anything else within our system that you can get? Yeah, we can go ahead and get the mining stations first.
Anomaly detected.
Yeah, research that one. It's routine. So by building the mining station first, we can start getting that extra minerals, which means then the research station is more likely to pay for itself more quickly. So I'm quite happy with how that is going so far. All of the factions liking us. Build up the fleet strength. Still going to be a while before we can go over there and kick the ass of these aliens, but that is fine. So 52 trade now in the capital. That is really nice. How are things going over here? You're still a colony. 7 population with 8 jobs. Add 3 society research to a random place. That's fine.
Planetary production hub established.
Would like to get rid of some of these blockers, but we lack the technology to do that right now. Our housing is okay. We are short of amenities. If we can get the population up to 10, though, that'll be fine. The city district would help with that. Are we actually working the city district? Metallurgists, colonists. Yeah, can't put any more in there. Clerks. Only got 1 farmer. We could remove you. Yeah, can't put you in there. That's hard. Leave it be for now. Yep, so you're working the food. Can't really do too much there for now, so that is fine. So what else have we got going on? Our science ships are still busy exploring. Our construction ship is busy constructing. Still can't believe I haven't run into any neighbours yet. Oh, cool. New tech. So this is the one that allows us to get more minerals from miners if we build the mineral purification plants. What do we want to take as our next research? Alloy megaforges. Now, that actually costs us some of that particular strategic resource that we can't get yet. So it's a little bit pointless taking that. We could go for extra armor on our ships, or we could go for mining station output plus 10%. It's just a straight up. You don't need to upgrade anything or build anything, or just a straight up bonus. So we might as well try and take anything like that as early as you can. One thing you do have to consider, and this was the same in the vanilla version of this game, is that sometimes you see something that you research because it looks like it's going to give you a good bonus, but then it'll unlock a building or an upgrade for a building. And you can rush the research, but then you might not have the resources to build the building or upgrade the building. So what's the point in rushing the research? So I do like the ones like the one I've just taken because it's passive. It doesn't rely on me actually having to upgrade anything or build anything. I will just straight up get the benefit from that as soon as it's finished researching. So yeah, that is quite a good one. I like that. So there is some more trade over here we could possibly get, although it does mean us grabbing a system here that only has 4 physics just to go up there and grab that one. I'm not necessarily sure that is worth it. I'm not sure whether or not... I mean, obviously you don't have to have a trade hub to get trade route through, but I'm wondering if this territory does actually need to be connected. I'm guessing if I skipped this system out and just built a... trade hub here, that the trade power wouldn't be able to flow through the territory that wasn't mine. I don't actually know. I haven't tested it. Right, this allows us to build the off-world trading company. The offices of a non-government organ? Is that organization? Dedicated to improving the conditions of interstellar trade. So it has a base 100 alloy cost, produces 2 trade value for each trade hub. Now that's a star-based building, so that... Right, let's pick the next tech first. Planetary Capital, Hall of Judgment. So that's cool because it gives us unity, decreases crime, and spawns defensive armies. Also requires a strategic resource that we don't have access to. Planetary Capital building, though, is useful. 2 enforcer jobs, 8 housing, 8 amenities, 3 executive jobs. That is quite useful. It's expensive. It's an expensive tech, but I think it's worth having. So yeah, if we go into a star base, can't build them now anyway because everything's locked, but we now have the option for, or we should have the option for, Trade Hub. Yeah, there we go. No, not Trade Hub. Is it just under General Buildings? Yeah, General Buildings, Off-World Trading Company. Produces 2 trade value for each trade hub. I mean, we could probably upgrade. The station in our capital. We probably really should. It's going to cost us 500. Why can't we do that? Oh, requires the Starhold technology. We don't even have the tech to do that yet. That's fine. We'll keep saving up for it. I don't think we're going to hit the caps on any of these soon. That said, though, we're coming up close to the cap on energy credits, so I am tempted to go in and just buy a few more alloys. They are useful. What have we got here? Magnetic Miracle modifier added for 60 months, giving the following effects. 20% output for Physics, Society and Engineering research jobs on Cetera Prime. So that's here. So getting some extra science from here. Unfortunately, it's a colony which doesn't have an awful lot on it, so it doesn't really have any sort of jobs. In fact, there's only 1 population here and there's 2 jobs, so not a great deal going on there at all. Slightly disappointing.
Boom! I found something.
And we can research that. That is fine. You've finally arrived here. You're researching that level 6 anomaly. Are there any more in our space? No, there's a level 6 one up here, but I'm not travelling all the way over there. So once he grabs this one, assuming he survives, I'll take him back over there and he should be able to grab that level 7 one. That should be within the realms of possibility. You can build a research station there. Let's get that physics research going. Definitely not going to be grabbing this level 10 one anytime soon. What's our research looking like? It's physics that we're lagging behind on, actually, so yeah, we'll definitely pick... I do like you can leave that open, actually. We definitely want to be trying to grab more physics research where we can. So we'll be getting another 3 there. Technology gained. Assembly patterns. After detailed analysis, Officer Roab has discovered that the strange metallic substance coating the surface of Flestia 3 is in fact comprises of billions upon billions of nanites. These nanites are microscopic, self-replicating micro-machines perhaps created by a past civilization for some unknown purpose. The volume and density of the nanite sludge is remarkable, adding billions of tons of mass to the underlying planet. It would appear these tiny self-replicators entered a state of runaway reproduction at some point in the past, engulfing the planet and everything on it. In studying the nanites, the crew has made some exciting new finds that will undoubtedly aid us in our own research. So that gives us the assembly patterns
really
tech.
hit this tech out of the ballpark.
Excellent. So that gives us planet build speed plus 25%. I assume that means basically buildings on planets. It says planet build speed, but that must be building build speed, right? Yeah, assembly patterns for each building project ahead of time. Excellent. We are already working on a research anyway, so we don't need to do anything about that. Fine. And that wasn't even the science ship. That was just something random. Was that just via survey? Was that you up here? Yeah, that was just a random survey thing. Among the asteroids surrounding 32PXH45, we have discovered an alien ship adrift. It is not responding to our attempts to hail them. If this is due to it being unable to interpret our signal or some other reason, we do not know. Science Officer Patey recommends that we get a construction ship to tow it out of the debris field. If left untouched, it risked being crushed by the asteroids. So we can scrap it for 500 instant minerals, which we really don't need, or we can go ahead and grab it with our construction ship, which I definitely think we are going to do. We have some problems going on.
Planetary exploitation forecast complete.
As interstellar trade between our systems continues to grow, a large group of faithless criminals from Najklax have illegally converted a number of civilian starships into weapons of war. These heretics have started calling themselves the Free Admiralty and are responsible for several attacks against our vulnerable trade routes in Hixam. Their profane activities must not be allowed to continue. So we've got a pirate fleet down here that we need to deal with. We will be dealing with that in the next video. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Stellaris. I will see you next time, and until then, goodbye for now.